Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Buccaneers on Sunday night.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw. Ziegler. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7. Here's the option. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted there.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He needed a yard that earns him a new set of downs. Option play, they'll give to Walker. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that flag accepted. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Over the middle to Evans. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Nifty gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, Ziegler. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out now come the Seahawks. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for the this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air. Defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
First down, here's White.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
In motion right, Peoples-Jones.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple of shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
This is the tight end fan. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And they'll run again.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Ziegler. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Read option. This is White.
Able to avoid him at the 40.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He'll keep it himself. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Very nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
To throw on 2nd down. Ziegler
going underneath. Gibbs has it. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Looking to throw. Ziegler. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. separating from the gun. Ziegler to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Ziegler. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Give to Walker on the read option. Nice little juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nolan Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ziegler finds Gibbs on the check down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Ziegler. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? In a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. I mean, they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Ziegler. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. A good pickup there at 22. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes that kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
He's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Ziegler. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
First down at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ziegler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 21-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ziegler. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Ziegler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's that cornerback scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And Walker once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my own coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's down an alley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
That's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being run by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Calling a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The Bucs on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Not what you wanted there, 3rd and 2.
And this is something you've worked on in practice from the time you were in training camp, yet you still create your own mistakes.
To throw on 3rd down, Ziegler. That is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Ziegler.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 25.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 3rd and 2, Ziegler.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the give, it's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 6. A minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
Gets this to fair.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to
take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these and keep your offense moving.
Playoff lives at stake. Well, this is a big one. Third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's first and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Sanders now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by a point. A little under 40 seconds to go. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs. That quick throw there is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Finds White, and he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet, got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him, all focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult.
And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.